trending news in Nigeria in the last 12 hours.
Tinubu signs NASS bill on power sector reforms. President Bola Tinubu signed the Electricity Act Amendment Bill into law in Abuja on February 24, 2026, aiming to enhance private sector participation in power distribution. The legislation mandates DISCOs to improve service delivery or face penalties, addressing chronic outages across LGAs. Stakeholders from NNPCL and labor unions hailed the move as a step towards 24-hour electricity. CBN raises interest rates to combat inflation. The Central Bank of Nigeria increased the monetary policy rate by 150 basis points to 25% in Lagos on February 24, 2026, in response to rising inflation at 28.5%. Economists predict this will stabilize the naira but may slow business lending. Manufacturers' associations expressed concerns over higher borrowing costs. Tinubu reaffirms commitment to state police establishment. During a national address on Tuesday, President Bola Tinubu reiterated his administration's determination to establish state police to address localized security challenges across the federation. He emphasized that the move is necessary to strengthen grassroots security and assured Nigerians that the country is finally emerging from its most difficult economic phases. Nigerians to buy shares in Dangote refinery by July. Aliko Dangote announced on Tuesday that the public will be able to purchase shares in the Dangote Petroleum Refinery starting latest July 2026. This listing on the Nigerian exchange is expected to be one of the largest in Africa's history, offering citizens a direct stake in the continent's premier energy asset. Wike nullifies 485 land titles in Abuja on Tuesday following a comprehensive verification exercise. The FTT administration cited forgery and failure to comply with ground rent regulations as primary reasons for the mass revocation. FG domestic debt jumps to 77 trillion naira. Data released by the Debt Management Office (DMO) on February 24th shows that the federal government's domestic debt has risen to 77 trillion naira following the acquisition of fresh loans for infrastructure development. Total public debt now stands at approximately 153.29 trillion naira, prompting calls from economists for stricter fiscal discipline. EFCC and ICPC under scrutiny over El-Rufai arrest. The Department of State Services (DSS) reportedly took former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai into custody on Tuesday following his release from EFCC detention. The move stems from ongoing investigations by the Independent Corruption Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) into land allocations during his tenure. Lagos BRT fares to rise by 13% in March. The Lagos state government confirmed on Tuesday that fares for the Bus Rapid Transit Initiative (BRT) and Bus Reform Initiative (BRI) will increase by 13% starting March 2, 2026. Officials cited the rising cost of operations and maintenance as the primary drivers for the price adjustment. NJC begins probe of top judges over conflicting orders. The National Judicial Council (NJC) launched an investigative panel on Tuesday to probe several senior judges for allegedly issuing conflicting court orders. The move is part of a broader effort to restore the integrity of the Nigerian judiciary and prevent political actors from manipulating the legal process. PENCOM regulation to unlock 1.6 trillion naira for equities. A new regulation by the National Pension Commission (PENCOM) announced on Tuesday is set to unlock approximately 1.6 trillion naira for investment in Nigerian equities. Analysts predict this will provide a significant liquidity boost to the Nigerian exchange and stabilize the capital market. 19 Nigerians deported from the United States on Tuesday as list grows. The United States government deported 19 Nigerian nationals on Tuesday, bringing the total number of deportees since the start of the year to 113. Authorities cited various reasons for the deportations, including visa overstays and criminal records, as bilateral immigration talks continue. Unpaid electricity bills hit a 6 trillion naira milestone. Discos and Gencos reported on Tuesday that unpaid electricity bills across the country have surged to a record 6 trillion naira. This financial deficit continues to threaten the stability of the Nigerian electricity supply industry as stakeholders seek a sustainable debt resolution framework.